Hi, I'm Sarah. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about my journey to sustainable health and meaningful success. If you're coming back and you've already subscribed, welcome back. Y'all are my people and I love you so much. If you've recently subscribed, welcome to the squad. We're glad to have you. And if you're new, I hope you consider subscribing by the end of this video. I'm a little bit nervous to film this and I've been thinking about this for the past couple of weeks. So if I seem like I'm speaking really fast, it's because I'm just trying to word vomit it out and get it out to you because I don't want to bore you with my mental health updates, but at the same time, this is why I haven't posted in a couple weeks. And it's just been really weighing on my mind and I feel like I have to be really open about it. So I'm just going to tell you what all has been going on. The year 2021 so far has been pretty crappy in the mental health department for Sarah Girl, okay? If you've been on my channel, you know that I spent Christmas of 2020 in the hospital and I had a really major surgery that was very scary and a little bit traumatic, in which they removed a lot of like cysts and growths from my ovaries and uterus, and it was just really scary. And so in May, I had a follow-up ultrasound and I'm so happy and I feel very fortunate to be able to say that nothing else has grown back since then. So they put me on birth control to help me stop ovulating, so that hopefully nothing else would grow back. And so since nothing else had grown back, with the permission from my doctor, I was able to get off of birth control. Because I didn't realize until right before the appointment where they gave me like this questionnaire that the amount of time that I've been on birth control is the exact amount of time that I have been feeling more anxious and depressed than I have in years. And I've been going through it. I know I've talked about it in a few videos where I talk about the coping mechanisms that I'm using in terms of like going to the gym, reading a book, being around people, being alone, seeking things for spiritual reasons, like all these different things to try to cope with the fact that I was really unhappy and I couldn't settle my racing thoughts. And I didn't realize that that was really intensely correlated with the amount of time that I was on birth control. So again, with my doctor's permission, and that's always key, I got off birth control. And for the month of June, I've been off birth control and I finally feel like myself again. And it's been gradual, but I can't tell you how relieving it has felt to start to really enjoy the things that I used to enjoy and feel like myself. And it's not until I started feeling like myself again that I realized how little I was feeling like myself, like how much of myself I had lost in the last 5 or 6 months that I've been on birth control, and it's been messing with my mind, really. So that being said, that's been a huge update on my mental health, that I'm feeling so much better already. And during the time that I was on birth control, in the month of May still, I went and I took both of my weeks of paid time off from my job. Like, I just took all of my vacation time all at once because I was feeling so stressed that I took a week and I went to Chattanooga to check out that place to see if I wanted to live there eventually, because I'm thinking about moving there after graduation. And then I had a week back at home alone just to chill. And it was during my week of being home alone with no external stressors, nothing, that my therapist was like, your thoughts are racing with nothing triggering this. I think you probably need to see a specialist and maybe you need to get medicated so that your thoughts can calm down. And so yesterday was my appointment with my psychiatrist. And basically, without going into too many details, he confirmed that I do have childhood, what is it called? It's developmental trauma and complex PTSD and moderate to severe atypical depression and generalized anxiety disorder. So basically, as we already knew, I had anxiety and depression and a few other things that I have yet to heal from or yet to really resolve. And I don't know how long it's going to take, but it just really let me know that I still have a lot to heal from in my journey. He did give me a medication to hopefully stop my thoughts from racing and maybe put me in a better mood. So that might kick in over the next few weeks. There may be a few side effects, like my heart might race, which I started feeling that today a little bit. And I might get a little bit irritable. But little old me, get irritable? I don't think so. Anyway. So, yeah, this is my first time being on any sort of psychiatric medication, and I'm a little bit nervous. Not so much nervous about how I'm going to react, but for some reason, you know how, like, okay, if you're a woman, you probably have had somebody treat you like you are at a diminished capacity if you're on your menstrual cycle. Like, oh, are you on your period because you said something that I disagreed with? You know, we've all known at least one asshole that had to ask if we're on our period. Well, I would hate to feel like if I said something that someone disagreed with, or if I was treating someone in a way that they didn't feel like they deserved to be treated, that if they knew that I was like on medication, then it's like, oh, did you take your meds today? Because you really need to calm down. You know, I don't want to deal with that. And frankly, I don't think that people who are coping with different disorders or whatever they're healing from, I don't think they deserve to be treated like crap just because they're taking a medication. Just like I don't think women deserve to be treated like crap just because they menstruate once a month. Some of them. I mean, a lot of women, but not all women menstruate. Anyway, that was kind of a tangent, but that is all to say that I started taking psychiatric medication, and we are on the route to maybe getting a little bit better. That being said, I kind of wanted to address a little bit of an elephant in the room, and that is that of posting weight loss updates online. I know that there are some people who do it, and I used to do it, but I've decided that I actually don't really want to put that out online anymore, due to the fact that I am still recovering from binge eating disorder. I am still healing from certain traumas, both like in the way past versus also traumas that have happened more recently. And just the fact that I'm still intensely healing, and it's very much a current issue for me, that I don't necessarily want to subject myself to the criticism of strangers online while I am currently dealing with this stuff. So that is not to say that the squad has treated me wrong. Nay. You guys have been amazing, and I cannot thank you enough for all of your support and encouragement and your positivity. And I'm so glad that I have included you guys on my weight loss journey and on my overall healing journey so far. And this is not I'm stopping posting. I still want to post, and I still want to talk about the things that I'm processing. The thing that I want to kind of pull back from sharing is like weight loss progress and potentially mental health progress. I know I just totally spilled my guts about my mental health right now. But some of the stuff that I've opened up about, most people are really decent and really positive. Some people are not well themselves and then make really harmful comments that attack me. And I am fully aware that I can block those people. I can remove them from my channel. I can hide them from my channel. But I don't have like a social media manager to read comments and screen them before I see them. I am my own social media manager, which means that even if I'm blocking someone or removing them from my channel, it's because I've already read what they have posted. Personally, I don't trust that I am in a place that I could not be triggered. I don't know if I phrased that correctly, but basically, I still feel like there's certain things that, regardless of who it's coming from, even if it is a stranger on the internet, that I shouldn't care about their opinion or the way that they say the comment. It's very evident that they themselves are unwell. I still could potentially be triggered and experience setbacks in my own progress because of some of the things that people say online. And that is for this reason. I can't continue to put that out online. I was reading in scripture, not like I do that every day or really any day, but I did look up in the Christian Bible, Matthew chapter 7, where Jesus is basically talking about how people shouldn't judge other people, especially if they themselves are dealing with that same issue. It's like, don't try to point out a speck of dust in someone else's eye when you have a whole plank in your own. Like, don't be an asshole. Jesus didn't say that, but basically. And then at the end of that section, he said something along the lines of, don't give what is holy to dogs and don't cast your pearls to swine, which I'm not a pastor. I'm not even really a good person most days. But the way that I interpret that is, don't give away something that's really precious to you and that you hold close. Don't just give it to somebody who's not going to value it. And don't just, expect random strangers. Okay, millennial translation. Don't expect random strangers who even knows what their deal is to be able to handle the very personal, intimate details of your emotional life that you share on the internet. Don't do that. And so I'm not going to. For most of you guys, you hold pearls like the precious things that they are. You are able to steward my emotions very well, and you give me support and love, and you're great people. And some of you probably not subscribed to this channel, but feel the need to follow me from video to video just to point out the things that I am very already presently aware of my issues. Trust me, you don't need to shout at me in all caps and all exclamation points that I need to see a psychiatrist, because honey, you don't know the half of it as to why I need to see a psychiatrist. I am very fully aware of problems that I have not even mentioned on this channel. So that's just a little PSA to anybody who feels like they have some sort of revolutionary, knowledge of someone on the internet posting something that's like, you know what they need to know? They need to know that they're fucked up. Like, I already know. So thank you, but I got this. Sorry, just a little bit of a rant, because I feel like that has been really blocking my throat chakra, and I've needed to cleanse that. So thank you for letting me get that out. I'm not going to put anybody on blast because, frankly, who even has the time or the effort to give people the kind of audience or attention when they only seek to destroy? It's unproductive, okay? So that is how I feel about that. I commend YouTube creators who can post their current journey as they're going through it. I realize that maybe I'm not that strong, and you know what? That's okay. That is okay, because my current health and my own journey is more important than, whatever I could gain from posting on the internet. I know I could probably make money from YouTube eventually. And I could potentially have a lot of opportunities open up to me if I am willing to be really open about everything I'm going through. But if I have to do that at the expense of my health and actual progress in my day-to-day journey, then no, I'm sorry. That's just a no. No. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I'm having these epiphanies because it's been a very present thing on my mind when people require so much of your energy and they try to encroach on your energy when it's just like, you know what? I'm just trying to be me. Like, there's been drama at work that it's like, you know what? I'm just trying to show up and get paid. I don't need your extra drama. I don't need you damaging and corrupting my energy. I don't know. I know that sounds a little bit woo-woo, but really, sometimes we just need to protect our own energy. We need to only give our pearls to people who are going to treasure them, and do not cast our pearls to swine. And we need to I personally just need to focus on my own shit and deal with my own problems and just let other people do their thing, but not let it affect me. So for that reason, this is a new boundary that I am putting for myself. I am still going to be posting about my journey on the internet. I still want to share with you guys the things that I'm learning and the things that I'm growing in. Definitely still talking about deprogramming from cults and going through that whole anti-MLM, MLM rehab kind of healing journey. I still want to talk about that. If you guys have any particular topics that you want to hear from me about, I would love to talk about it. So I'm really excited to continue dialoguing with most of you. But for the people who just seek to tear me down and just seek to point out how shitty I am, they can just fuck off. I'm sorry. I'm not actually sorry. No, I need to not apologize for that. Fuck off. Anyway, this video took a really interesting turn, but I feel like I needed to get it off my chest. So there you go. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to hear from me or anything that you have to say. I'd love to hear from most of you. Okay. Bye.